Welcome everybody to today's asynchronous learning around Adobe page. Once you log in, you'll be on your home page. Click the circle and plus to create your page. There's other options on here like Adobe Graphic and Adobe Video, which we cover in another session. But for now, we're just going to click the web page. Immediately, you're just going to be asked to put in a title. This is a project I did with other students, so I'm just going to create this, recreate it. If I don't want the gray background, I can go down here. Not that, I'm going to click on the gray background. That, and I can put an image in behind here. I've already selected my images and put them in a file on my computer, but you could use any of the other options below. So once I find the image, I just open it, and now I've created my title. Now by scrolling down, I'm going to put a little bit of text in. So all I need to do is click that plus button, which will open up the options that I have as far as videos and other images. But for now, I'm just going to choose the T for text. And I'm just going to write out a little descriptions for the students regarding digital mapping. And well, two of the programs we used in this were Google My Maps and Scribble Maps. And once I have it in here, I'm actually going to put a hyperlink to the Scribble Maps just to show you how that works. I'll just highlight it. I'll choose the link button. I'll just put in the address, and I'll just actually you have to hit enter after you put the address and then save. So now I have a hyperlink in. If I wanted to put in a button, again, oops, let me just fix my spelling. Great. And I could center justify, which is what I also did. If I hit the plus button and choose button, I can actually label it. So this first one is going to be a button that takes kids to Google Maps. So I just put in the title, type in the address. I'm going to center justify this button as well, so everything will be kind of in the middle. I'm going to save it, and then there's a Google Maps button. So once we publish this, that button will link the kids right to that website. I can also put in a video. So I created a video that explains how to use Scribble Maps. So I need to get the link off of YouTube. So here's my video in YouTube. Again, all I have to do is go to share, copy that link, go back to my Spark page and paste it in. Again, hit enter, and then I can choose save. So now there's a video on my web page. And I think that looks pretty good. I will put in, I'll put in another button here. And this one, I have a bunch of resources that I want the students to be able to use. So I'm going to label the button additional resource, mapping resources. I'm going to center justify it. And then I'm going to need to go to the Google Doc I created to grab the link. So once I'm here in the doc, I go to share. I make sure it's open for everybody in the public to grab. And then I just copy the link. I can go back to my Adobe page and just paste it in there. Hit enter and then save. So now when students are on this page, they can easily find all the resources. Finally, I would put in a bunch of screenshots, maybe of stuff that they may struggle on. So it's pretty simple. I'll just go in, choose the grid. You should play with all of them. They all do different things. I'm going to choose the 3 pictures I want to throw in there. and save, and now I have the 3 pictures on my page. It's kind of a nice, I guess, design element, you could call it, or you could add a caption that describes what the students are seeing. I could also edit it, make one of them larger than the other, but you'll have to play with that and, whatever your design preference is. Like that one doesn't have the clarity I would want to blow it up with, but I could also put in this glide show. Let's see if this will work for us. I'll just go and choose a couple images to create this glide show, and they're loaded. You can't really see this until you are in a preview. So here's a preview. Here's the videos. And then as I glide through it, those 3 images just pop up as I glide over them. So maybe it's cool design, again, a cool design element if you can figure a way to fit it in. So that's images. I would also, on this one, I put a button so I could get student reflections. So I created a Padlet. I would label the button, please give me some reflections in Padlet. I could put the link. When you create a Padlet, you'll be able to find a specific link to put into the button. This is just to the Padlet homepage, just as an example. So now students can dump a reflection in there. I'm going to get rid of that. So I clicked on the picture and just hit the garbage pail. Now here's our preview so far. This is what the finished product is going to look like. We have hyperlinks, buttons that link to apps, a video, a link to a Google Doc, and then 3 images, and then another link to a Padlet. Maybe at the very bottom, we'll add an image, and just go to photo, click on that. I actually uploaded an image, but I want to show, this will be like your little bonus, is I used a website called Unsplash, and it's totally free, no copyrights or anything on any of the images. You can use them, you can cut them up, whatever you choose to. So I just typed a map, went through, found one I liked, and then it's just a quick download. So you find the image, that's what I wanted. You can preview it, and then you just click download, and it'll download into your download folder. And then you can pull it off of there into your any of your Spark things. So I'm going to go to photo, upload photo. Here's the one I got off of Unsplash. I'm going to open it up. And then the images, you can do a bunch of different things. You can keep it square. You can make it gigantic. Again, you can add a caption to that, so maybe that would make sense. You can also make it a window, and maybe for the bottom, that'll be like a good footer. And then there's one where it's like full size, and the ones that are coming off of Unsplash are pretty large images, so that probably wouldn't work for you. So I'm just going to choose the window one, which gives me like a border at the bottom. And I think that's going to be pretty good. So I can preview it quick. Got my title page again, hyperlinks, buttons, videos, links to my Padlet, and then there would be my footer at the end of my page. Great, now finally you're ready to publish it or let people see it. So settings are pretty simple. You can do a presentation mode, but it's not much different than the actual page that you'll be publishing once you create something. So exit there, share. This is exactly what you want to do if you want to put it on a website, a Google site, share it on social media. Once you're done, just create a link. There's your link, which you can copy. You can also put it onto Google Classroom, mail it, grab an embed code. It's pretty user-friendly. When you're done, here's the site for this asynchronous work we're doing. And it's really simple to drop into one of these pages. And I will actually put a copy on Spark page. But we just go into edit mode, go to embed, paste that link that we copied earlier. I'm going to choose one that's actually active. I'll insert it. And then I want to drag it down, so I just go over here on the left-hand side, drag, drop it into the appropriate section, which is the educator's creation section. Once it's published, then everybody can see it. If I change it on Adobe page, it'll change it on my website. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully this has been helpful. I look forward to seeing your creations and possible student uses.